What's going on, everybody? I think, yeah, it's recording, okay. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the series where I review games, and today we are going to be reviewing Kyle is Famous. I've seen this video a lot on YouTube, or video game a lot on YouTube, but I got it before then, and I have a huge list of games that I have that I want to do reviews on. I haven't played any of them, but this is one of the ones that I really wanted to play just because of the type of game style. So, let's start. Kyle wakes up. He is famous. Okay, more. Kyle is the host of the most popular talk show in recent memory. Stay Up Late with Kyle. Stay Up Late with Kyle has grown in popularity quickly in the last year, and the public has noticed. Inside has called Kyle a most excellent, dumpy white man. Top Tech noted that Kyle is inspiring youth to explore more STEM fields. Most other talk shows are dedicated to discussing Kyle and his personal details. Most online videos are best of clips taken from Kyle's latest broadcast. The eye of the world is upon Kyle. Tonight is Kyle's most important guest interview yet. Stay Up Late with Kyle will be featuring Rachel May. She is a lovely and kind philanthropist. She is dear to the hearts of many. This interview requires preparation. Kyle cracked his eyes open, knowing today is the last chance to prepare for the interview. Kyle has 30 hours left. He must choose his actions wisely. Start preparing. Kyle's first decision of the morning was made wisely. Exit to bed or wither away. I'm going to do the logical thing and wither away. Kyle decided to stay put and wither away. Kyle withered successfully and died. Shucks. Kyle is not a ghost. This does not relieve him of his responsibilities. Get out of bed anyways. Kyle exited his bed and took a quick glance around his bedroom. Opened the closet. Kyle opened the closet. It was dark, and he could only really see his hanging shirts, shoes, and outfit. Oh my gosh. Kyle has to take some time knowing how important. Skunk pasties, slick suit of armor, jeans and swimming goggles. Jeans and swimming goggles, yes! Kyle decided on a fashion-forward casual style. He could barely see out of his goggles. Back to the room. Scavenge. Kyle quickly crouched down on the floor, realizing his immediate need for bugs. Kyle started to pick between the fuzz of the carpet, hoping to catch a stray beetle or two. Soon, he had a handful of various insects, dead and alive. Eat them and save them for later use. Kyle stashed the wiggling mass for later use. Kyle returned to the center of the bedroom, and this time we're going to exit the hallway, because I don't care about sitting at the desk. Kyle walked into the small hallway that connects two rooms. Checked locked door. Moved to kitchen. Can I burn the house down? That'll be fun. I don't think I can. Check pace. Looking for something to eat. Ketchup is a sports drink. Let's eat that. Kyle started to grab condiments from the fridge, squirting them into his mouth with both hands. The rate overrode his ability to swallow. More. Back to kitchen. Turn to hallway, because I gotta get this interview. Leave apartment. Middle of the long road. Visit tech store. Kyle walked into the clean white tech store. Steal Technogym. Quickly, before the attendant could acknowledge him, Kyle grabbed Technogym by the shoulders. Finding that Technogym's cardboard feet were bolted to the ground, Kyle started to pull upward forcefully. To several tries, Technogym broke free, leaving one foot and one leg behind. Kyle glanced at Ethan, who was staring, bewildered, and ran outside. Continue of day. Kyle walked into the middle. Of course I want to visit my downstairs neighbor more. Kyle hurried to the set. Per normal, he ceased to be a ghost before he arrived. Sitting across from his host's chair was a glamorous woman with an air of genuinity. As Kyle approached her, Rachel looked up and smiled and approached Rachel. Good evening, Kyle, she said, looking at him. I've been interviewed Technogym instead. Kyle roughly shoved Rachel out of her seat and placed Technogym in her instead. Hello, Technogym, said Kyle. I'm going to interview you today. Kyle grasped Technogym's hand and tried to shake it, but instead it tore off from the cardboard frame. Kyle's producer, sensing viral media, pulled the bewildered Rachel out of frame and motioned for the crew to go live. Cameraman lights flashed, and suddenly the studio was on air. Hi, I'm Kyle, said Kyle. And tonight we're going to interview a very special guest. He pointed at Technogym using the disassembled arm. Technogym started to smoke from the heat and lights. Wouldn't you introduce yourself? Asked Kyle, knowing Jim would probably not speak. Kyle took it upon himself to be his voice as well. Hi, Kyle, he said, raising the pitch of his voice. Oh, hi, Kyle. My name is Rachel May, and I'm a very special guest. Rachel's expression turned confused and shocked. Well, Rachel, you look way too thin and absolutely terrible. You should feel ugly. Kyle gave Jim a meaningful stare. Well, Kyle, he said, I sure wish I could look like you. Technogym burst into flames. Instantaneous, the sprinkler system initiated. Curtains of water poured from down over the rafters. Within seconds, the production equipment was doused in water. The set was soon a burst of electrical fires. Kyle's crew abandoned their post as cameraman and sound mixers to try to put out the fire. As the crew scrambled around, the cameras continued to run. Kyle sat motionless, staring forward. Eventually, the fires were all put out, and Kyle's producer set off the broadcast, leaving Kyle vacant stare at the final frame. Kyle's ratings skyrocketed. Of course they did. Technogym became a staple on the show, often ending up destroyed by each end of the episode. Although Rachel did not come back to the show, her cardboard portrayal did. Rachel was very popular, and Kyle interviewed Rachel. Oh, I love that. Okay, now I'm going to return to the menu, and this time I'm going to go serious. Skip. Kyle's first decision, exit the bed. Sit at the desk. Write notes for the interview. Is your mother a mother? Are you a mother? Am I your mother? Am I a mother? I want to have all of these. Okay, I'll do all of these. Kyle wrote down the second question. What are some diet tips? Beef. Master blended. I purposely ran over a puppy. I'll do that next time. What's your funniest story? Are you guilty? Oh, okay, I have to do this later. What's your guilty pleasure? We have the notes. You got it from the basket desk. Check in desk drawer. Assorted chains. I'm gonna take a small key. Grab the small key. Went back to his desk. Back to room. Open the closet. Choose an outfit. Next two. And exit. Check the locked door. Force door open with forehead. Huh. Anyway, so I'm just gonna leave the apartment. Visit downstairs neighbor. Visit tech store. Ask the Tendo asked the attendant for free samples. Kyle asked the store attendant whether they offered free samples to important customers. The attendant looked very confused. Kyle began to beg for a free sample. Wanting Kyle to leave, the attendant grabbed a discreet phone meant for spare parts and held it out. Grab both hand. Thanks for the service. More. Kyle has this phone to forever use more. Give a review of the free sample. Kyle hurried to the set. Oh, it's showtime. Approached Rachel. Good evening, Kyle, she said, looking at him. I've been looking forward here. Kyle responded. Forget her name from amnesia. Hello, you. Kyle's ears began to ring from Clinton. Rachel looked slightly confused but continued smiling. Before she noticed the glazed look in Kyle's eyes, the preacher approached. Time to get started, he said. Kyle sat near a chair. But a moment after pleading, oh, I like this music, the studio lights brightened and the cameras clicked on. Start broadcast. Hello, good morning, everyone, said Kyle. My name is, Kyle made a desperate attempt to remember his name, or really anything. Kyle looked at Rachel. Do you know who I am? He asked. Rachel looked back, confused. Who are you? Well, if you're not Kyle, I don't know who you are. Rachel smiled sweetly. Kyle made up his mind that it was probably Kyle. Well, he said, I'm Kyle. Eventually, Rachel spoke again. And I'm Rachel. Hi, everyone. Hi, Rachel, said Kyle. So why are you here? Rachel was visibly worried. Haha, funny. You're planning to ask me any questions? I don't have any ideas, said Kyle. Kyle kept staring. Someone coughed. Kyle looked around and noticed the crew. Who on earth are all of you? He asked. Nobody answered. Kyle got out of his chair, walking off frame, leaving Rachel alone with millions of viewers. Rachel started to attempt to entertain the audience herself. Eventually, the producer ended the broadcast early due to technical issues. Kyle woke up in his bed the next day, remembering nothing about what had happened. Yay! Turn to menu. Start again. Skip this part. Okay, now it's time to... Oh, I have this permanently. That's epic. Anyways, I'm going to exit the bed. I am going to scavenge. Gossip.
What are you so happy about?
Huh. That's kind of creepy. I heard Rachel May is going on a trip out of the country. Science was stunned. Sit at desk. Write notes for the interview. Is your mother a mother? Am I your mother? Ever eaten a raw egg whole? I purposely ran over a puppy. Are you guilty? Back to desk. Let's see. Back to room. Open the closet. Choose an outfit. Suit of armor. Exit to the hallway. Let's move to the kitchen. Check pantry. The pantry's locked. Okay, I'm gonna need the key next time. Eat the fridge. Back to kitchen. Oh my god. Return to hallway. More. Cover to set. Sing across this. Okay. Hello, Rachel. Good evening. Look forward. Kyle responded. I can scream and spin in circles. I'm just gonna answer politely. You know what? I'm screaming. Kyle started to stretch out his arms wide, tilted his neck upwards, and was interrupted by a producer telling him and Rachel that, start interview. Gossip about later. The broadcast. Good evening, everyone, said Kyle, looking at the camera. Welcome up to the Stay Up Late with Kyle, introduced Rachel. Kyle vomited all of the horrible things he'd eaten earlier onto the floor. More. Rachel looked concerned. Kyle, having couple coughs, decided to play it cool and keep the show running. Kyle stopped and vomited again. Then continued in a snaky voice. Tonight, I have the pleasure of interviewing Rachel May, who needs no more introduction. Kyle motioned to Rachel, who smiled and waved. I'm glad to be here. Well, I'm sure we'll have a lot to discuss. We might drive right in, said Kyle. I'm very ready, said Rachel, with a winning smile. Kyle produced the notes he had examined. I purposely ran over a puppy. Hey, I purposely ran over a puppy on purpose, said Kyle. Everyone in the studio froze. Kyle spread his hands out. It's a joke! He started laughing from the bottom of his stomach. Nobody laughed with Kyle. Several minutes later, he stopped laughing and moved on. Ever eaten a raw egg whole? Like shell and all? Kyle continued. I have. Like a lot. It's really bad though, so sometimes I spit it back up. There was silence. But actually, it gets easier the more you do it. Rachel continued chose not to answer and look in another direction. Am I your mother? Rachel, am I a mother? Kyle asked her very seriously. Rachel was visibly unsure how to respond. Well, Kyle, I think you might be a better source of answering that question than I am. But do you think I'm a mother? Asked Kyle, pushing further. Rachel paused for a second before answering. I think you inspire youth and pursue STEM fields, she answered. Kyle asked another question. Are you guilty? Rachel, are you guilty? Kyle threw his questions on the floor and stood up and pointed at her. Rachel's eye twitched slightly. Guilty of what, dear? Kyle. Guilty of what, dear Kyle? She smiled distinguishedly. Guilty, spat Kyle, of your crimes. Rachel did not answer. Her eyelids started to twitch. Called up. Rachel put up on the bottom. Hello, police. I think I found a criminal. Rachel began to run towards the exit on her way. Timber. Kyle stuck out his leg. Rachel stepped toting trash on the floor. But in a moment, she was on her feet. Threw a blood weapon seemingly out of thin air and hit her before Kyle had a chance to react, a figure burned through the roof to block Rachel's attack. With a middle-aged woman in a bug-shaped bag. She was brandishing the bug-shaped stick. The woman began to fight Rachel, zipping her weapon back and forth with surprising speed. Rachel tried to fight back, but she was obviously no match for the interceptor. With one quick move, Bug vigilante threw her to high above her head and drove it straight through Rachel clattered to the floor. Rachel attempted to run. Bet again, he stick to her leg. Would you feel to be a police officer arriving at a house call? Rachel was charged with 7 days of grand larceny. After her first month in jail of 7 months. Rachel started a reality TV show filmed in her cell about prison cooking. The show gained immense popularity, and somehow the public began to love Rachel all the more. Kyle made guest appearances on Rachel's shows many times. The identity of the bug vigilante was never known. She remained a mysterious but important part to local law enforcement. Okay, guys, so that's only 3 out of how many endings? Tons of endings you guys see. So if you guys want to see more endings, and if you guys want to see me play more of this game, please hit the like button and comment down below. Anyways, I'll see you next time, but for now, goodbye.